Almost done with the 66 Super Reverb. Everything but the power cable has been changed out. The one that's in there is safe. It's just got some fatigue over the years. Old rubber gets memory, and it isn't wired as beautifully inside as I would like. So I've done everything else. I'm gonna give it a new power cable, and it may get some new preamp tubes, but at least out of the cabinet like this, they're fine. So I've installed that master volume I was talking about, and I've installed it here on the external speaker jack. The world is full of carved up vintage Fenders where people have added master volumes on the front panel, usually drilled right through the logo, usually drilled off center with a jagged hole. I don't like to drill on these, so the best options are either to put it in the external speaker jack, because very few people use the external speaker jack, especially on a Super Reverb, which is already very loud. Or if you do use that, then you can remove the vibrato pedal and reverb pedal RCA plugs, RCA jacks, and put the master volume here where the vibrato pedal would go. And you can put a 1/4-inch stereo jack right here for the reverb connection like you find on a reissue, and then use a TRS to RCA adapter, or just get a new foot switch which uses TRS. So those are the two non-invasive ways to install a master volume on one of these. And you can see I've got some footage here I'll put up on the screen from the install I did on that 67 Bassman not long ago. This is installed exactly the same way. And with the amp, I will return the original two 220K resistors and the original extra speaker jack and that one little yellow wire. That's all that's been removed from the amp. It can be put back to exact stock, no problem at all. Some people will install a master volume here where the ground switch is. That's not a great thing because you're in between the AC, you're over by all the AC wiring going from here often to this courtesy plug to the ground switch, to the fuse, to the power switch. AC mains is kind of noisy. You want to keep your signal away from that as much as possible. So this is a good place to do it. I've got the master volume on 10. Here's a telly, neck. And the goal of this is twofold. Number one, say this is the amp on 10, and when it's on 10, by the way, it's totally stock circuit, indistinguishable from stock. Too loud for some stages. Turn it down a little bit so you don't get kicked off the stage. But the owner of this amp will be spending a lot of his next decade living in apartments. So the ability to have the Super Reverb at bedroom levels, including turning up the preamp, to Princeton or lower levels. That's a useful thing. Now, you do have a sacrifice for those who are using the preamp really high. If you're playing this thing on 7 or 8 on the preamp and you turn the master volume down, the amp will clean up a little bit because the output section won't be contributing to the sound. There is some large degree of preamp distortion in these amps, and this is post-phase inverter, so you still get the phase inverter playing along with that. So if you're really trying to do, raunchy stuff at very low volumes, you might want to use an overdrive pedal as well, even if it's just for a low volume practice. But, if I were to do it right now and crank the preamp with the master volume here at 2 o'clock, pretty darn good. Now let me make sure I didn't just clip the mic pre.